My bad, y'all. I was having mic issues. I brought a mic, another mic, a new mic, and that John wasn't working, man. These little mics that I'll be getting, they only last you about a good month, man. But we here now. Yo, that man, you know who it is, you know what it is, your boy Philly Fresh, aka the General here reporting for duty. What's going on? Mm-hmm. Wait for a couple of y'all to get up in here. Get up in here. See how y'all feeling. While we doing that, I'm going to say my Fresh Factor today. I ain't going to be on here too long. Fresh Factor today is, listen, if you got a situation to where as though it's somebody that you do a lot for, or you do anything for, and the one time you don't do something, you this and you that, and you every name under the sun except the child of God, it's time to cut that person off. Because people really don't appreciate you. And if they don't appreciate your presence, let them regret your departure. That's the Fresh Factor today. If they don't appreciate your presence, let them regret your departure. I'm saying that to say this. Listen, I hear the trade rumors, which is bullcrap to me, but I ain't gonna lie to you. If I'm AJ Brown, I'm like, yo, yes, we won the Super Bowl, but I also have stated after we won the Super Bowl that I was cool with it, but it didn't feel the same. You want to know why it didn't feel the same? Because AJ Brown didn't dominate, and I don't take no gripes with that. I don't feel no type of way about that. I'm not here to say, yo, this is a team game. You won a championship, yes, but the dogs and the people that want to dominate, that want to sell their name, in this situation, they gonna want things like that. They gonna want to be the guy, the reason that we won the Super Bowl. AJ Brown, yes, he had a touchdown. Yes, but he had under 100 yards. He didn't have as many targets as Dallas Goedert. I'm not saying that you should compare the two, but what I am saying is it is a trickle-down effect. Because now you get a new OC, right? You get a new OC, and now it's a situation to where as though it's like, yo, dude, it's been 2 games. I ain't cracked 100 yards. I don't have a touchdown. And then you see all these other people, all these other wide receivers doing their thing. Like, you got to talk about Jamar Chase. No, not Jamar Chase. Puka Nacua, who you about to go against. He just went off. And we going to talk about the Rams and how people just got them on this pedestal, but then you got to look at who they played. But just hold on a minute. So when you got the AJ Brown situation, it's like, yo, I'm not being disruptive. I'm sitting here playing my part. I'm blocking what I need to block. But it need to be something schemed up for me. I need to have a big game. And I think Sunday, 1 o'clock at the Lincoln Financial Field, AJ Brown going to go off. AJ Brown is going to go off. I thought that they was going to try to force feed him, which they kind of did, but it really didn't work. But you don't have to force feed him. You know what you got to do? You got to scheme him open. You got to get him open. And it's crazy, right? I don't know if y'all seen this, but remember when Darius Slay and Richard Sherman, he was on his he always on his podcast now, and that's like his new best friend or whatever. Cool. But he was on his podcast, and shout out to him. He like, yo, AJ Brown line up that X. And you got to come see about me. He's talking about Jefferson. He was talking about this guy and that guy being all over the field. right? And while he's saying it and while I'm listening to it, I'm like, yeah, that's cool. I get your point. But at the same time, I'm thinking like, well, I want AJ Brown to do these kind of things. I want AJ Brown coming out the backfield. I want AJ Brown lined up in the slot. I want AJ Brown lined up at the Z. I want AJ Brown doing, and I want AJ Brown to do everything that is physically possible because he's a physical specimen. Think about it. He's a physical specimen. He is closer to Julio Jones than really anybody in the NFL. When I'm talking about like built wise, can run routes, yards after catch, but you gotta get him the damn ball. You gotta get him the ball. And I ain't even coming at Jalen Hurts on this situation. People want to bring up, oh, he missed him on one throw. Listen, let me tell you something, man. Let me tell you something. I don't give a damn who you are. I don't give a damn if you're Tom Brady, Patrick Mahomes, Joe Burrow, whatever the other top guys that y'all want to list, right? Everybody misses their number one wide receiver on one route. But let me tell you something else. The fact of the matter is, Kevin Patullo is not putting these guys in the best situation. Now, this is not the live that we gonna go off on Kevin. But what I am gonna say is, you got something to prove. Shout out to LB. His file is not on my desk right now. But I'll be damned if I ain't say, hey, secretary, I need you to go look up that file. That file is being looked up. It ain't being processed yet. It ain't been put on my desk, but it's definitely being looked up. Because I'm going to give you grace. It's only been 2 weeks. And I'm going to also say this. So I'm kind of playing devil advocate here. Y'all bear with me. Make sure y'all hit the like button for your boy, man. 11 people in the chat, man. Let's get some more people in here sharing this caring. All right. I'm going to say this. You are in a situation to where as though you don't play, none of the top guys play, preseason. You in a situation to where as though that was just second time coaching. And I ain't gonna lie, man, it was a lot of ineptitude. It was a lot of things that you like, yo, like you scratching your head, like, how is this possible? Because let's be real, Jalen Hurts saved you week 1. Let's be real, the defense saved you week 2. Jalen Hurts had something to do with that, but it was mainly the defense. You know what I mean? Like, we got to keep it tall like City Hall right here. But I am going to say this. At the end of the day, people are going to get on you because you are the new guy on the block, and it looks so inept. It looks so inept. Even when we had Kellen Moore last year, right? Yes, it was turnovers, and it was things. The reason why we was 2-2, but Saquon Barkley was still going off. AJ Brown was hurt, and that's another thing. Hold up, AJ Brown was hurt, and Kellen Moore still was doing better than what you're doing. Now, Kellen Moore was a proven OC in the league, so I give you that. But at the same time, it's like, yo, you sitting here playing with the defending champs. You sitting here coaching up schemes. Yo, you know how many OCs would love to have this damn job? You know how many OCs would probably pay to say, yo, listen, you're going to go into the season having probably the best offensive line, probably the best wide receiver duo in A.J. Brown, Devontae Smith. One of a top 5 really, really underrated tight end. Jahan Dotson, who's also a first-round pick. You're going to have all this situation. And not only that, to put the cherry on top, you are also going to have Mr. 2,000 yards himself, Saquon Barkley. You know how many guys will be banging down the damn door to say, Sign me up. And you got that job. And let's keep it real. Let's keep it tall like City Hall. You did not get that job because of resume. You got that job because you and Nick Sirianni are cool. And you've been here and he wanted to give you a shot. And I ain't got no problem with that. I ain't got no problem with that. But the problem I got is, it's like, yo, for real, you making your guy look bad. That's like, all right, y'all know I own a business. I own a cleaning company, right? That's like my son. He comes to me, he like, yo, listen, Dad, I got this guy. He can clean. He can do this. He can do that. And he vouches for him. And this guy, he's lazy. He don't want to come to work on time. He come to work smelling like weed. He doing all this bull crap that I don't need in the business. I'm definitely going to check the situation, but I'm looking at my son like, yo, my Sarah, like, what's this? Who is this? That's how you got Nick Sirianni looking right now. Now, here is what I am going to say. I thought the second half of the Chiefs, you finally started using Saquon Barkley the right way. You started doing, it's just crazy that it took you 5 quarters. No, 6 quarters to do it. Meaning last game and this game, you started using him on the outside. You cannot run to the teeth of the defense, especially when they got tape. They got tape of the Super Bowl. And he didn't have a crazy day. So they coming into the situation saying, let's stop Saquon Barkley. And to me, you don't have no rebuttal for that. They coming into the situation, you see what Spags did, let's blitz him. And you don't have no rebuttal for that. It should be no damn reason why it's guys, and we talked about this 2 years ago. With Brian Johnson. You know that. You was in the building for that. We talked about this. Guys going up and going in, or up and going out. Instead of having layered situations, you should have a guy running an undercut 5 yards in, probably A.J. Brown, Devontae Smith running 12 yards in, and then a guy running 20-yard dots or something because he's a speed guy. Have him running 20 yards. You got to spread the defense out. And let me tell you something. I never coached a day of football, let alone the damn NFL. But at the same damn time, I'm looking at film and I'm looking at the game and I'm like, yo, what is this? What is this? And I get it. You ain't have Dallas Goedert last game, and it seemed like that's definitely Jalen Hurts' safety blanket. But let me ask you this. You don't think that A.J. Brown can do what Dallas Goedert does? So how about you pick some of those routes, even though they might be underneath? I guarantee A.J. Brown will do better, and that's not a slight on Dallas Goedert. But A.J. Brown is a better player every day of the week, 3 times on a Sunday, than Dallas Goedert. Get your playmakers the ball. Run better situations. Now, I am going to say this. I do know that there was the first play of the game when Jalen Hurts did lose the ball, but it was definitely bad pickup blitz. Oh, I don't even think it was a blitz. But Kyle Katerra, he was blocking air out there. Now he fell on the ball, but that's cool. But at the same time, A.J. Brown was open. They're bracketing A.J. Brown. They're running this cover. You have to find a way to get these guys open. And I do think that you will. But I'm just pulling to the side and giving you some game real fast. Because do's and don'ts is coming out tomorrow. And I'm going to really let you know how I feel. Real fast before I get out of here, let me say something. The Rams. Make sure you hit the like button for your boy, the Rams. Let me talk to the Rams real fast. Let me talk to the Rams fans. Let me talk to the Rams players. Let me talk to the boy wonder, Sean McVay. Y'all cool? Y'all alright? Y'all okay? Y'all 2-0. Y'all doing y'all thing. But look who you played. Let's keep it tall like City Hall. Look who you played. You ain't played the defending champions who put belt their ass to you twice. And the only reason to look close is because Vic Fangio took the foot off the gas and he played a prevent defense, and Matthew Stafford went down the sideline twice. I mean, went down the field twice. He did, and I'm not hating on that. It is what it is. But at the same time, you can't stop Saquon Barkley. Do you know Saquon Barkley got like 2,300 yards, right? In last season, regular season and post game. Do you know 468 of them came on the Rams? Pause. That was crazy. But you get what I'm saying. 468 yards was on the Rams. That's like 20% right there. That's like 20% of that 2,000 yards. I don't know what y'all did and what y'all think that happened that makes you think that you're going to be able to stop that. Again. But let's talk about who y'all played. And it's 2-0, where everybody's hyping him up. I know Matthew Stafford, he can make every throw in the book. I know Matthew Stafford is a Super Bowl champion, not a Super Bowl MVP. Like my guy, number 1, Jalen Hurts. You ain't a Super Bowl MVP. Cooper Kupp got that. It's not hating. It's just the truth. But at the same time, you played the Texans and you played Tennessee, who had the number 1 draft pick, and you went against a rookie quarterback. So you're going to look good. The Tennessee Titans, I don't know. I mean, I said Tennessee Titans. The Texas, the Houston Texans, I don't know what the hell is going on over there. I don't. But at the same time, they are all 0-2. At the same time, Tennessee is 0-2. So you beat 2 teams that doesn't have a win, even though it's week 2. I get it, and you one of the reasons why they don't got to win. But at the same time, you haven't played the Philadelphia Eagles. You ain't played the Eagles. You have not played the defending Super Bowl champions. So everybody talking about it's a test for us. All right, cool. I'm on that. But at the same time, y'all trying to get y'all lick back twice. At the same time, it's going to be one of them ones for y'all too. Because you want to know what? Jalen Carter's still there. You want to know what? Saquon Barkley's still there. You want to know what? Jalen Hurts is still there. You want to know what? A.J. Brown is still there. I mean, the list goes on and on and on and on and on. And I'm going to do the do's and don'ts tomorrow. Make sure y'all tune in. I'm probably going to drop it around like 5 o'clock. So make sure y'all stay tuned in. Put your notifications on, because I am going off on the do's and don'ts. I respect the Rams. But I'm really tired of hearing, oh man, they gave us the worst time, and they did this and they did that. What did they do? They lost twice. What did they do? Yes, we dog walked everybody else except for Green Bay, but we still BTA'd them. Yes, we dog walked Washington. Yes, we dog walked the Kansas City Chiefs 55-45. You already know how we do, but at the same damn time, we got there through them. At home, which is going to be on Sunday, 1 o'clock again. Even though when we go out of LA, you know we show up and show out. Philadelphia Eagles fans show up, and LA is the second home for the Philadelphia Eagles fan base. But I'm not going to sit here and say that I'm not worried about certain things. But I'm going to tell you this also. Damn, I ain't want to give out my do's and don'ts. I ain't going to do that. I'm just going to say one thing. The Jared Verse situation. Talking crap from Philly, talking crap, doing this, yada, yada, yada. I don't think the Philadelphia Eagles game planned for him. I don't think Jeff Stoutland and Nick Sirianni and the rest of the offensive crew game plan for that guy. But guess what? We know now. Oh, we know. So to me, he's not going to go off like that. He ain't going to go off like that. I think that we exposed the LA Rams. I think that we put them down on the knee. Again, that'll be 3 times in 2 years. Kansas City. 3 times in 3 years. Should I go on? Oh yeah, a lot of people talking about the schedule. How we was going to be 1-1. Found a way to win with a completely empty tank on the offensive side from the OC. But I'm gonna say this: things gonna get better, and this is why I want the Philadelphia Eagles fans to calm down. Yes, I was snapping, and as I should, but I am going to play devil's advocate here, and I'm going to say this: we still won. No matter how you feel about Kevin Patullo, no matter what the situation is, we still won. And that's because you have a quarterback that will do anything and everything to win. He doesn't care about what nobody thinks, even his own teammates. I don't think that that's wrong, because he definitely is looking at the situation like, all right, we do need to get these guys the ball. We do got to get the passing game going. But in the heat of the game, when it's go time, I want to win. We can talk about all that other stuff later. Let me win this game first. We can argue, we can go back and forth, we can do this and we can do that. Let's win this game. That's why Jalen Hurts is special. Because you got so many quarterbacks. Oh man, I don't got how many yards I got. How many this, how many that. I'm racing for MVP. He don't give a damn about none of that. At the end of the day, it's always about a W with him. That's why I respect him so much. Because you don't got too many, let alone quarterbacks, you don't got too many people like that, period. The type of cloth he's cut from is chinchilla. These other guys is pleather. Not pleather, velvet, whatever you want to call it. Pleather. My quarterback is cut from chinchilla. And chinchilla is all about winning. Chinchilla is saying, you know what? I know I only got 100 yards. And Chris Jones, you said it. I ain't even got 100 yards. Who won the game? See, most people would have went back and forth with him like, yeah, but I get you next time. It's cool. My stats gonna go up. Yada, yada, yada. Nope. Shut your ass up. Because we put belt the ass. First of all, we beat y'all 2 years ago in Kansas City. Right? We beat y'all in the Super Bowl. We bust that behind in the Super Bowl. And then we just beat y'all today. And while I'm kneeling down, you got a nerve to talk about my stats? Well, how about this, Mr. Chris Jones? Did you have a sack? Because that's what you're there for. Oh yeah, I'm there to throw the ball. I'm there to run the ball. I'm there to win the game. I did that. I accomplished what I was supposed to accomplish. Did you have a sack? What did you do? What did you do? You worrying about me. And we sitting up here 2-0. And guess where you at? The opposite, the 180. 0 and 2. So save all that bull crap for the bull crappers. I'm just here to talk my crap real fast. I'm out, man. Make sure y'all tune in 5 o'clock tomorrow. I got to get to work. You already know the business. Got to keep flowing. Love y'all, man. Y'all already know. Stay Philly. Stay fresh, y'all. Yo, that.